Hello, my children, my beautiful friends. First of all, I am here to introduce myself to you. Have you ever sat through a finance video and felt like you needed a PhD in economics just to understand a single sentence? I know exactly what that feeling means, because most of the money advice you find online is either filled with confusing terminology that sounds like it was written by robots, or it consists of dangerous and annoying get-rich-quick schemes designed to separate you from your hard-earned cash. My name is Logan. I finished the finance department at university, and I am a retired financier. But I made my real fortune through real, concrete production with the cement factory I established. By believing in the dynamism of the young people I love so much. I also follow finance channels closely, and I started noticing character-driven identity videos appearing randomly in my feed. But to be honest, the fact that every voice speaking in this format belongs to figures who are young and dynamic, but perhaps far from that old-timer experience, made me think a little. It's as if the algorithm only wants sexy cryptocurrencies to be talked about, but seems to forget those solid foundations. As solid as concrete, at the core of the business. As an old man who loves young people very much, I felt I needed to express myself for an audience that wants to hear fatherly advice in this field. A true voice of experience, seeking the real mathematics behind that flashy world. Because you, too, deserve a solid chair at that table. Ultimately, I am using this specific artificial intelligence format because I want to be completely honest with you all. Actually, I don't have the courage to speak in front of the camera yet. A bit ironic, isn't it? I spent decades in boardrooms involved in massive negotiations, but I still have a bit of a camera phobia. However, even if I am not ready to show my face, after almost half a century of this experience, I definitely possess the knowledge and tremendous excitement to share these important gains with you. Of course, running a cement factory and being a financier for decades is, unfortunately, a world quite far removed from the field of cutting-edge artificial intelligence. And for this reason, I do not want to make big promises that the video quality will look as if I have a massive team of Hollywood editors behind me. Figuring out this AI stuff is actually quite difficult. But since I have found a new passion while learning how to use these tools, I will definitely try my best. My goal is to approach each of you in a friendly format, thus allowing me to fully teach you what I have learned over the years. And I would like to help you find your way out of that financial hamster wheel. You know, it's a funny situation. When I look back at my time in banking and industry, I realize there is a massive educational gap that costs families hundreds of thousands of dollars. How sad that is. At school, we learned that mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell, or about the War of 1812. Information which, to be honest, did not help me at all to understand why my credit score dropped after I paid off a loan. We graduated feeling academically prepared but financially scattered. We had 18-year-old kids sign student loan documents worth more than a car, without teaching them the slightest thing about interest rates, or what would happen if they defaulted. This is like handing someone the keys to a Formula One racing car after they have only ridden a bicycle. I decided to create this channel because I believe that financial literacy should not be a privilege reserved only for the elite, but should be as basic and accessible as learning to read and write. There are many finance channels out there right now, but most either focus on small optimizations, like skipping your $4 morning coffee, or try to sell you the latest speculative trend that will likely collapse tomorrow. I mean, saving $4 a day is good, but this advice completely misses the main problem. The main problem is that you have been programmed to believe that buying things means progress, and that comfort means success. My goal for this community is to provide you with information that is incredibly easy to absorb and truly useful for your real-life challenges. I want to take the high-level strategies I learned in my banking and industry career and turn them into simple, actionable systems. We will focus on the basics of investments and simple mathematics that truly move the needle, such as optimizing your housing costs and building an automatic wealth engine that grows while you sleep. You deserve to have a financial foundation that gives you the freedom to make choices based not just on what you can afford, but on what you want, my children. Look, I've seen people who earn $100,000 a month and are completely broke, And I have watched people earning $30,000 systematically build impressive net worths with wise decision-making mechanisms. It is not about how much money flows into your bank account every month. It is about what happens to that money once it arrives there. Wealth is a game of consistency. It is about doing those boring things and standing steady while everyone is looking for a shortcut. This channel will be a place where we will talk about the phenomenon of quietly sinking, where appearing successful has actually become more important than being successful. I want to help you transform from a saver to a capital owner. We will talk about the security trap and why keeping all your cash in the bank is actually slow-motion financial suicide. And yes, we will probably talk about why driving an old clunker car is one of the wisest money moves you can make. Because status does not pay your mortgage. And there are many more eye-opening topics that will expand your knowledge. I liken this entire AI journey a bit to building a portfolio. It progresses slowly at first, and I make mistakes, but I learn and grow with each passing day. I am simply a person who has decades of specialized experience and wants to share this knowledge so that you can stop playing financial defense and start playing offense. Your future self is relying on the decisions you are making right now, and I will ensure you have the right roadmap that will lead them to success. I know I am a retired financier and industrialist playing with new technology, but I am truly looking forward to sharing this knowledge with you all. I cannot wait to see where this journey takes us as we build your wealth together. If you are ready to stop letting this system keep you broke and start building the wealth you truly deserve, make sure to join us on this journey. See you very soon in the first real video. My children, my beautiful friends, stay healthy.